Welcome to our live interview with the folks from Lil'd NYE, powered in part by Classic of Denton. Well, hey everybody, thank you very much for joining us. We are sitting down with the masterminds of Lil'd NYE, Denton's premier New Year's Eve celebration, benefiting United Way of Denton County and the Greater Denton Arts Council. Thank you guys very much for being here.
We appreciate it. We're
Certainly.
glad to be here.
So let's go around the table. Let's do introductions, who you're with, where you're from, all that good stuff, starting with you.
Okay, I'm Micah Pazoureck. I am a board member for the United Way of Denton County, and I'm chair this year for Lil'd NYE. I don't know that about Mastermind. I would have to give that to Monica Helms from last year. This was her idea and baby, and we're just carrying on the tradition for her.
So humble. Love it.
I'm John Riegelman. I'm the Associate Director for the Greater Denton Arts Council, and this will be our second year up at the Patterson-Appleton Arts Center, so we're really looking forward to it.
Very cool.
And I'm Kristin Jones, and I'm the Director of Resource Development for United Way of Denton County, and I'm very excited. This will be my first year getting to attend the event, so I'm looking forward to a good time and a great way to bring in the new year.
Very good. So anybody that's never heard of Lil'd NYE, let's do a quick 10-second elevator pitch, some of the main features that people are going to get to see.
Fabulous food from Barley and Board. I mean,
Very
it's one
good.
of the highlights. You can't go
Big
wrong with
time.
some tremendous mac and cheese that they have. We have fabulous music from David Pierce and his holiday orchestra. So if you like big band music and want to get on the dance floor, and of course the casino. That's the big draw. Craps, blackjack, poker tournament this year. So all the fun you can have in one place.
Very cool. Awesome. So rumor has it that Patterson-Appleton Arts Center has gone through a bit of a revamp recently, and this might just be an opportunity for people to see something new that they haven't before. John, you want to give us some of the inside scoop on what's new over at the PAC?
Sure. We've just completed a 4-month renovation of Festival Hall. I've been there for 17 years, and this is so exciting for me and all of us up there at the Arts Council. But we have renovated some new acoustic tiles in the ceiling. We've done new lighting that's Philips Hue light bulbs, so we can change the light in the room to any color imaginable. We've installed 2 new permanent art pieces, and then one that was already in there from last year. We have painted and exposed the brick on the north and the north and the south walls, so that it kind of brings back feeling from the day that it opened. We're trying to kind of get that feeling back from 1929 when it was the electric plant for Denton.
Very
It looks
cool.
good.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's coming along. Looks good.
Yeah.
So we've talked about gambling and food and music and all that good stuff. So who's the music by again?
David Pierce
David
and
Pierce.
his holiday orchestra.
Very cool. Very cool. And we've seen David do some other events around town.
Yes, he does.
Namely
Holiday
being,
lighting. He does the Day of the Dead.
yeah, David's a pretty active guy.
He's great. He's great. You can't go wrong if you have him at your events.
Well, very cool. So this event is also benefiting the Greater Denton Arts Council as well as United Way of Denton County. Let's talk a little bit about GDAC and everything that GDAC is doing, and then we'll talk a little bit about United Way.
The Greater Denton Arts Council, we've been around, and actually next year will be our 50th anniversy.
Very cool.
Have been the arts organization that sponsors or funds, I've forgotten the number now, but as far as grants go, we've been granting to the community for many, many years. And we are, what we do with the evenings funds, we help with children's educational programs in Denton, and as well as work with some of the local community groups to put on events throughout the year on Thursday evenings. So
Very cool.
It's a great opportunity for us.
Very cool. Well, let's talk a little bit about United Way and all the really cool things that you guys are doing.
United Way of Denton County.
I don't know if we have enough time to talk about everything.
That's what I was just
I
thinking.
have to pick
My-
a few things that are
That's a
really
good point.
passionate about.
That's a poor
There's so
choice of
much.
words.
How do I break that down into
Let's
smaller?
talk about the initiatives we're working on here locally.
Certainly. Well, it's really exciting. United Way of Denton County has, we have what we call the collective impact model. And a lot of times we mention that and we get, the deer in the headlights if everyone wants to know what that means. And it's really about looking at the needs of our community and who is already looking at those needs and what are the agencies that are trying to tackle the problems that we face, and trying to bring everyone to the table to sit down, have the conversation, and figure out real solutions to those problems. And that's what collective impact is really all about. So some of those initiatives specifically for United Way of Denton County, veterans, people.
The new Veterans Center that opened this year.
Amazing.
It's fantastic.
Absolutely amazing. It's over there off of Carroll, actually. So please go by and visit if you get a chance. Also, people experiencing homeless. We have quite a large homeless population here in Denton County. Also working with those experiencing mental illness. And then families in crisis. Of course, we love our children and want to do anything in helping them in education and, school readiness. So those are our main focuses and initiatives for United Way of Denton County.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, and Gary Henderson, the head honcho over at
Our fearless leader.
Your fearless leader. He was giving a presentation recently, and one of the things he was talking about is as a community grows, which Denton County is just growing like crazy.
The number one
And
growing county.
Yeah, in like ever. It's amazing. It's really, really cool. But as you continue to grow, you start to more and more people come into an area, and then there's more and more and more need. And so everybody's going, oh, we need all this growth, and it's caused. And so he was saying, okay, we got one of two choices, because we've got a really nice community with really wonderful people in it and all this great stuff. Everybody wants to come here. So you got one of two choices. You can either have programs and things that can help continue to help those people so that we can continue having a nice community, or we can have a little bit less nice community. And I was like, I choose A. So, and nobody had ever really laid it out like that for me. So, that's why I think things like Lil'd NYE and really fun things that people in the community can get to be a part of, that then goes back to not only supporting the arts but also supporting United Way. Right. It's just too cool of a thing.
It's pretty fabulous how the two have come together. I mean, you can't explain it, especially for those of us working on the committee. It's pretty tremendous.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. The two groups, both of us had the same idea within a week of each other, and you all contacted us about renting at the space, and Tracy, the executive director at the time, and I had been talking about that same week. I mean, it's really funny. So it was meant to be.
Yeah, it was. Our worlds collided. Right.
It's really a perfect marriage of the two, though. I mean, to have an event like that is so, creative and different, and to be able to bring that to Denton County. I mean, we don't have any event like this for New Year's Eve.
And it keeps everybody from having to drive to Dallas, which is wonderful on New Year's Eve, which is not the safest time to be on the roads.
Exactly. You can stay at home or close to home,
or you
party
can
with
get a
purpose.
Hotel at Best Western
Yeah,
Premier.
buddy.
That's where I'm going to be. I stayed there last year, so they're one of our sponsors.
Yeah.
We rode the
shuttle back.
So they have a shuttle that will take you to and from the event, breakfast in the morning, and it's a good deal. They've given us a nice rate for the evening.
I love their rooms.
Yeah.
I do.
Well, let's talk
nice
about that
hotel.
a little bit more for those that don't necessarily know, because I've heard a lot of people say, oh, well, I like to stay home for New Year's because I like to drink a lot of soda. I get a stomach ache. I can't really do a lot of driving after that.
Yeah, sure.
And so one of the cool things about this event is the partnership with Best Western as a sponsor, because you can go to this event, shuttle back to the hotel, and do your thing. So let's elaborate on that a little bit more for me. If you guys could, what's going on over at Best Western and all that cool stuff that they're providing.
Well, actually today at 1:30, we are going to be over there live on our Facebook page doing a ticket giveaway. We had a contest on our Facebook page that Best Western was the sponsor for, and we have a lot of entries, and so we're going to draw that name today at 1:30.
Very cool.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah. So the Best Western is, this is not, if somebody's not been to the Best Western Premier, this is not a second-rate hotel.
No,
this is
it's
really,
fabulous.
really nice.
The rooms are great. The bed is so comfortable.
And it's a very unique Best Western. with a lot of really cool stuff that you're not going to find at just any Best Western. And so to be able to have a partnership with these guys, I think is just too cool. Because that's part of the whole, like, there's been several people that I said, well, you know, hey, there's this cool New Year's thing, and they're going, well, I don't know, but you're going to get to stay at Best Western. Oh, well. So it's,
it makes it very easy, and you can have such a good time at the event and be safe.
Yeah, which is awesome. So Denton has got a lot of great community celebrations, holiday lighting festival, Day of the Dead around springtime and Halloween and harvest, and we just have all these really cool things going on. And then last year was this big launch for Lil'd NYE because we had not historically had a New Year's event, and this is very quickly becoming everybody's tradition of, I'm a Dentonite, and I'm going to go to Lil'd NYE because that's what we do here. Same thing with holiday lighting. I'm going to the square because that's what we do here. And so it's just really cool what you guys have been able to accomplish and put together. And not only is it really an incredible event and a fun event for everybody to enjoy, it then pours back into the Denton community, benefiting all of us, which is just really, really, really cool. So let's go back to some of the fun things that are there and elaborate a little bit more. We said it's casino night. What's the dress code?
Party fun.
Yeah,
there we go.
Our theme is the
sorts.
1920s, so kind of the Great Gatsby, Speakeasy. We have a VIP lounge. There are VIP tickets.
Cool.
So that area will be a little different.
They'll have their own tables in there, and it's kind of the whole east wing of the arts there of the Arts Center. So
are people encouraged to dress up, or is this come as you are?
we had people in tuxedos last year. We had, I mean, it's
tuxedos and T-shirts.
Yeah.
If you have a tuxedo T-shirt, you are really set.
Leave your flip-flops at home, even if it's 80 degrees in Texas. You know, this is a chance to dress up and have fun and throw some feathers in your hair, wear a boa, whatever.
It's a celebration.
Dressing up is part of the fun.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome.
I have to find me something.
Yes.
Maybe little feathers and stuff or something.
And that's what, like, when I turned 18 and could finally go to a casino for the first time, man, I was dressed to the nines, walked into that sucker with Ocean's 11 music playing in my head.
We have a hat for you right here.
Done.
There's your hat.
Done.
You can wear that.
I'll wear it. I'll wear it all day.
One cool thing this year that we have changed is the poker tournament.
Okay.
So there's a buy-in. It's $50 to get into the tournament. We're still looking for a sponsor, so we are looking for sponsors for the event. There's always room for more sponsors. But the poker tournament will have 2 different start times, and then there'll be some great prizes at the end for
Now, this is going to be an awesome event that a lot of Dentonites are going to be at. So it's a great idea for sponsors that want to get involved. So any sponsors watching, listening, whatever they're doing with Denton Radio, if they would like to sponsor, who do they need to contact and how?
Well, they can go to the website, so Lil'd NYE, and it's not little, like with T's, Lil'd NYE. There's a lot of sponsorship information. You can contact us on there, on our Facebook page. We have great social media going on right now. Tons of information. Thank yous to our sponsors. Ways to get involved.
And we have 2 craps tables this year in the main casino and 1 in the VIP area, which was very popular last year. So we've changed that. Just
very cool.
There's a lot of energy behind craps.
Yes.
Either good or bad, one or the other, but there's always a lot of energy.
Good. So food from Barley and Board,
Yes.
2 craps tables, poker tournaments, dressing to the nines. This is cool.
Dancing. We also have a DJ. So, you know, at midnight, when we do the balloon drop, the countdown, the dance floor gets pumping.
It's a little crazy.
Yeah. So David and his orchestra will take a break and, you know, let the DJ amp things up a little bit. It's fun.
That's the part I'm looking forward to. I like the dance floor.
Well,
you don't want to see me at a poker table. That's not going to be a good thing for me.
I'm a little nervous.
That's kind of my thing.
If all of a sudden it gets to midnight and it gets so wild that David Pierce steps off the stage,
He's got to get his
that's
dance
impressive.
on too.
Yeah. That's impressive. Like that's a whole nother level. I love it. That's David's pretty nuts. Like for him to be like, all right, man, you take over. Like, whoa, this is gonna be a show.
Yeah, it's fun.
His singer was amazing last year.
She was great. She was fabulous. She sang a Taylor Swift song, one of her hip hop songs, but brought it down real low. It was fabulous.
Whoa.
Shake It Off. That's what it was.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love that song.
It was great.
Yeah. Well, if you if you don't know David Pierce, this guy brings it
really
every time. He's such a nut, and he's so creative and so talented. He really has such cool stuff to offer. So very cool, guys. Anything else we want to talk about before we wrap up?
So I was going to say, Barley and Board did all the food last year. This year, their whole family is kind of coming in.
the whole Radical.
So LSA, Bumbershoot, and is that?
Remember.
I'm Barley and Board.
We did a tasting last week
that was amazing.
with a preview of the food.
Yeah.
So we had
You can
ribs.
see that on
I
Facebook.
know,
Oh my
If
gosh.
you want
I
a
know.
preview, it's
Lots
on
of,
Facebook.
Yes, some fabulous brisket and ribs.
Yeah.
Lots of great food.
I know. I got to see the video and
You
all
missed
the cool.
out.
I know. It was
Oh,
horrible.
pork tenderloin.
Pork tenderloin,
Yeah.
mac and cheese. The black-eyed peas were fabulous. New Year's Eve, got to have black-eyed peas, right? Got to start
Start the new year off.
New Year off the right way.
So
Blue
bring your
cheese
appetite.
Love it.
Your dancing shoes.
Yes, definitely. Dust
Appetite,
them off.
dancing shoes.
You know, your wallet.
Love it.
That way you can, buy into the raffle or buy. If you aren't so lucky at the craps table, you can always buy extra fun money.
Very cool.
And all the
Keep the
money
night
goes to, back
I'll
into
need
your
lots
community.
of fun money.
Love it.
Lots
Yeah.
of fun money.
Lots of fun. I dig it. All right, so we're about to wrap up. I'd like each of you guys to just give a 10-second pitch on why somebody should go to Lil'd NYE. Starting with you, Mike.
Oh, great. Put me on the spot. It's the premier party right here in town, and it benefits our community.
Love it. Chance.
So many people don't go out because they don't want to drive so far to have fun, and now this is local, close, and you don't even have to drive.
Love it.
Ditto and ditto.
Nice.
There's nothing more exciting than to be able to have a good time and know that you're giving back to the people that you live and work with, every day. So come out, have a good time, bring your family and friends, tell a friend.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, thank you very much for being here. We really, really do appreciate it. Anything
You're
else we
welcome.
want to say before we wrap up? Sponsors we need to thank or anything like that?
Oh my gosh! Well, Best Western Premier, of course, 5-star rental, Low Voltage Solutions, Murky and Associates, Texas Health Presby,
First
First
State
State Bank, Produce Results. I'm sure I'm forgetting someone. They're all listed
They're all
on our
on the
website.
website.
All
Love
of
it.
our
On
community sponsors
Facebook.
and supporters, we just appreciate everybody.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, make sure you check it all out, guys. Lil'd NYE, Denton's premier New Year's Eve celebration. Do not miss it. This is a good one, and you'll have to wait another
I know, right?
365 days
That's right.
if you don't go to this one. Thank
it'll
you all
stay
very
up
much
there.
for tuning in. We're going to jump back into the music. We'll see you guys at Lil'd NYE. Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out DentonRadio.com for new Denton artists and where they're playing next. While you're surfing the internet, make sure you check out our friends Classic of Denton at ClassicofDenton.com.